Hello and welcome to Console Cowboys. In the last video, we took a look at the type of information available to us from deployed contracts, source code for manual review, ABIs for connecting with smart contract methods, as well as bytecode and assembly code created during deployment. In this video, what we're going to do is connect with a smart contract on the mainnet, pull some information, and then correlate that to our HTML we're going to use in our attack, and how we do that within a script. So to get started, we have our token open on Etherscan to get some information we need. We're going to need to install Node.js. We'll go over more install stuff in the next video. For this video, what we'll need to do is install the recommended version of Node.js on whatever operating system you're using. So once you do that, then you're going to open up a terminal and type in npm -v. If you get an answer to that, then you should be good for the install. Then you're going to run a npm install web3, and that's going to install web3 that we need to connect to the blockchain with. So I'm not going to run that because I already have that installed. You may run into some issues if you're installing that. It'll say, oh, you're missing this package. Just go back, install that package, and then run the command again, and it should clear it up. Once you get that all cleared up, what we're going to do is type in node. That will drop us to a node console. Within the node console, we can type our commands. Right here, we're going to set up an instance of web3. We'll use web3 with a capital W and then require web3 with a lowercase w. Make sure your case is correct. After that, we're going to need a URL to the mainnet. We can use an Infura URL. If you go to the Infura website located here and sign up for an account, it's free. You can then create a project. Inside of your project, you can grab a mainnet URL and copy it. And we'll set this to a variable named URL. Once we do that, we're going to set our web3 instance to that URL. And now what we need is our ABI array so that we can use the mainnet and then talk to the ABI of the engine coin and pull information from it. So if you remember, we had this open. We will head down and copy the ABI array. We can paste that directly into the console. Once this finishes, hit enter, and then if you type in ABI, you'll see it's formatted nicely and we have the ABI imported. From this, we're going to add in the contract address because we need the contract address that the ABI talks to. We can grab this from the top of the Etherscan. So let's paste that in here. And now we're going to create a new contract variable, and we're going to use the ABI and the URL that we just created in variables to create this. Once this is all done, we can call the methods from the contract and actually get information back from it. So let's take a look at the methods available. So if we scroll all the way up, we can see all the methods that are available to us. Let's just grab the variable for the total supply. We can do that by typing in contracts.methods and then specifying the total supply and then using the call method to call it. What this will do is bring back a promise. However, we're not going to be able to view that, so what we're going to have to do is then add in a console.log so we can actually see it. So what the call method requires is the two things, error and a result, and then we're going to use console.log to print out the result. The syntax is a little strange, but it's not too bad once you get used to it. And all we're really doing here is showing how we connect to a blockchain contract and get information back. Now what we're going to do is take a look at the HTML from our application that we're going to hack later on and kind of correlate what we're doing here combined with what we just did. So right up top you're going to see our import of our Web3. And if we scroll down below, you're going to see that we're setting our provider to the local host at 8545, and we're doing a web3 equals new web3, just like in our terminal. We're going to specify we're going to use the first account of our local blockchain, and we're going to create a contract here with the ABI so we know how to talk to the contract, and then specify the address of the contract below, printing out the results in the console.log. This is exactly the same thing we just did in the terminal, except now it's in script form, and we can use it with our attack in the next video. If you learned something in this video, please hit the like button. If you want to be updated of new videos, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.